Welcome to Gurukul Prep Daily Updates on June 11. Update 1. Appointment: Raj Priy Singh appointed Director in Department of Rural Development. Raj Priy Singh, an Indian Forest Service IFS officer in the 2010 batch, has been appointed Director of the Department of Rural Development within the Ministry of Rural Development. The appointment was made according to an order issued by the Department of Personnel and Training (DOPT) under the Central Staffing Scheme (CSS). The DOPT order directs Mr. Singh to be relieved of his existing duties immediately, with instructions to begin his Department of Rural Development obligations. This appointment underscores Mr. Singh's expertise and the government's commitment to deploying skilled personnel in key positions to drive rural development initiatives. Update 2. Award: SEBI honored with Best Conduct of Business Regulator award by the Asian Banker. The Asian Banker has awarded SEBI the Best Conduct of Business Regulator award in Asia Pacific for its efforts to improve India's securities market regulatory structure. Kamlesh Chandra Vashranaya, SEBI's whole-time member, was honored at an event in Hong Kong. This authority SEBI has been actively working towards instantaneous settlement. In 2021, T1 settlement was introduced in a phased manner, which was fully implemented from January 2023. This move has provided investors with faster access to their funds following trade execution and settlement, enhancing market efficiency and liquidity, the Asian Banker said in a statement. Update 3. Awards: Vellayan Subbiah named Year World Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. Vellayan Subbiah, Executive Vice Chairman of Tube Investments of India (TII) and Chairman of Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company Limited, has been selected EY's World Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. Subbiah is the fourth Indian to earn this prestigious prize. Earlier, it was awarded to N.R. Narayana Murthy, Uday Kotak, and Kiran Majumdar Shaw. With this achievement, India has become the only country in the EY regions to receive the Global Entrepreneurship Award 4 times. He was the Managing Director of Cholamandalam Investment and Finance between August 19, 2010 and August 18, 2017. Update 4. Banking: RBI raises bulk fixed deposit limit to ₹3 crore from ₹2 crore. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) has amended the definition of a bank's bulk deposit to include ₹3 crore or more deposits. Currently, a bank FD of ₹2 crore or more is considered a bulk FD. Banks frequently offer higher interest rates on bulk deposits than on individual accounts. Banks may modify their interest rates and deposit arrangements as the threshold rises to reflect the higher ceiling. This will also affect those who retain FD deposits. After the RBI's latest bulk deposit decision, those depositing between ₹2 crore and ₹3 crore in banks in a single go will now get lower interest rates than those depositing above ₹3 crore. Earlier, the threshold was ₹2 crore. Update 5. Books: Bill Gates announces new memoir, Source Code. Bill Gates has announced that his book, Source Code, will be launched next February. This memoir chronicles his early life, from boyhood to his choice to leave college and county-found Microsoft with Paul Allen. Gates writes about the relationships, lessons, and experiences that shaped his life. Bill Gates has been in the public glare since his early 20s, but much about his life before that is unknown. Over the years, he has often been asked about his upbringing, his time at Harvard, and county-founding Microsoft. These questions made him realize that people might be interested in his journey and the factors that influenced it. Update 6. International European Commission excludes Tanzania from conservation grant. The European Commission (EC) has withdrawn Tanzania from the list of nations eligible for an €18 million conservation award to be launched in East Africa as part of the Nurture Africa program. According to claims from the Maasai International Solidarity Alliance (MISA) and Survival International, the EC removed Tanzania from the list on World Environment Day June 5, in response to the Tanzanian government's recent spate of violent evictions of the Maasai. The government has targeted the semi-nomadic pastoralist group to remove them from their traditional lands in and around Loliondo in the iconic Ngorongoro Conservation Area, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the northern part of the country. Update 7. International India Exim Bank opens Nairobi office to boost East Africa trade. The Export-Import Bank of India, Exim Bank opened its East Africa representative office in Nairobi, Kenya, to expand India's business presence in East Africa, a resource-rich and demographically young continent. This program aims to strengthen economic and business connections between India, Kenya, and the wider East African area. Over the past decade, trade between India and East Africa has surged significantly, with merchandise trade reaching US $12.9 billion in 2022, up from US $9.7 billion in 2013. Notably, India's exports to East Africa rose from US $8.6 billion in 2013 to US $9.4 billion in 2022, indicating a strengthening of trade relations. Update 8. Obituary: William Anders, Apollo 8 astronaut, killed in plane crash. Retired astronaut William Anders, one of the first 3 humans to orbit the moon and capture the Earthrise photograph during NASA's Apollo 8 mission, died recently when the small plane he was operating crashed in Washington state, according to local media. Anders, a United States Naval Academy graduate and an Air Force pilot, became a member of NASA's 3rd astronaut class in 1963. He did not go into space until Dec. 21, 1968, when Apollo 8 lifted off on the first crewed mission to leave Earth orbit and travel 240,000 miles 386,000 km to the moon. Update 9. Sports: Magnus Carlsen, Ju Wenjun win Norway chess titles. Magnus Carlsen won the Norway Chess 2024 competition, defeating Fabiano Caruana in the Armageddon with white pieces. The rivals had played 52 moves in the Armageddon format before Caruana gave up. After 25 moves and a threefold repetition on the board, their traditional game had ended in a draw. In the traditional event, Pragananandha defeated Nakamura and finished 3rd. Meanwhile, in the women's section of Norway chess, Ju Wenjun claimed the title with 19 points ahead of Anna Muzichik, who was 3 points behind her in 2nd place. Update 10. Sports: Pooja Tomar create history as first Indian fighter to win at UFC. Pooja, the Cyclone, Tomar, a mixed martial arts competitor, made her UFC debut as India's first female combatant, and she won, making history. Tomar, who is from Uttar Pradesh, faced Ryan dos Santos at strawweight in the first battle on the card. Tomar and dos Santos competed in all 3 rounds, which lasted 15 minutes and featured tough, fast-paced back-and-forth fighting. Santos used her height advantage and range to dictate the action, but Tomar kicked and screamed to the final bell, causing damage. When the scorecards were read, Tomar picked up a split decision win 30-27, 27-30, 29-28.